Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Everybody has their type when it comes to dating. There's some guys that like blonde girls, some guys that like brunettes, some guys that like women whose hair is graying and needs to be dyed to be blonde or brunette. Sort of like Henry, who's on the phone with us right now. Henry likes the old ladies. At least that's what his email said. Henry, how you doing?
Doing all right. How are you?
Good. So your email said that you like elderly women, huh?
Not elderly. Just older women.
Yeah.
Like, how old are we talking?
Like, 15, 20 years older than me.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So that's older. You're like the opposite. I like it in the other direction. I like 15 to 20 years younger.
Oh, gross.
So why do you like the older women, Henry?
Just more stuff to talk about. Not a lot of talk about school and what you're going to do. And
they can...
they pretty much, mostly they've figured out what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
And they can educate you on things like the Great Depression or any wars that they may have lived through.
How old are you, Henry?
I'm 22.
You're 20. Wow, you are young.
So you like to go out with women who are in their 40s?
Yes.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about the girl who you want us to call today. Well, I shouldn't call her a girl. The woman who you want us to call today.
Her name is Jodi.
Okay.
We met at a gardening expo.
Oh, my God. You are trolling places like the Garden Expo for old ladies?
Well, it's harder to meet women that are older than I am. And, this is a place that I've found works.
Did you go to the Garden Expo to specifically find a woman, or did you happen to be there hanging out?
No, I go there. I don't go there just to, troll for women. But, I look around and I try to meet people, maybe strike up a conversation, go out, maybe have a romantic time.
So how does one hit on somebody at a gardening expo? Take me through that.
Well, she was standing there looking at an exhibit, and I saw her. I walked over and said, "Hi, my name's Henry," and she introduced herself, and we started chatting.
Okay, and you asked her out right then and there?
Not immediately.
Okay.
We walked around and looked at some different stuff, and then I did ask her if she wanted to go out.
And what was her response? Because I just imagine, how old is she again?
She's 44.
44. You probably look 22, right?
I have a beard.
Okay. That gives you a good, 3 extra years.
Yeah, but I think that, hey, if I'm 44 and a 22-year-old girl
That's
asks me out, I'd be excited about that. I think that women would probably feel the same way. Like, ooh, this little 22-year-old wants a piece of mama.
What did she say?
She looked flattered, and she gave me her number.
Nice.
And I told her I'd call her.
You got to call her, by the way. Can't text her. You actually have to call her.
She's not
She's not going to be texting. And it's a landline at her house.
That's funny.
So what did you guys do when you actually went out?
We had some Mexican food,
All right.
and we had a good time. Had some margaritas.
How was the conversation between you two?
It was good. We talked about, cooking and stuff, and travel and film.
Did the age gap ever, become a issue?
Not really. I kind of am into older stuff anyway, and so it works out.
Okay.
We went out dancing after dinner. Went to a club.
Okay.
A club?
Yeah, we got to the club and got some drinks and danced for a long time. It was fun. It was 80s night. They were playing a lot of
Nice.
80s songs.
Music from her youth, at least.
Come on. Was there chemistry between you guys?
It's funny because I thought she might be uncomfortable because there were so many people so much younger than her there, but she seemed super into it and just kind of in her element.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. If you took her to a club with, it was a bunch of 22-year-olds, and then she was one of the oldest people there, or
it was a lot of young, a lot of people my age, I guess.
okay, and she seemed to enjoy herself.
Oh yeah, she may have been having more fun than I was.
All right.
Okay.
Good.
Had it been 2 decades since she's been out to a club?
Maybe. She seemed to be having a blast and super excited that this was happening.
We're talking about her like she's an 80-year-old
I
woman.
know.
She's in her 40s. She's going to break a hip on the dance floor or something like that. Yeah, all right. So anyway, it seems like you had a good time, and you can't understand why she's not calling you back.
Yeah, and it's just hard to meet quality women like this, so I appreciate the help.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right, hang on.
101.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Henry is on the phone. Henry has very specific taste in ladies. He likes them aged like a fine wine. He likes the old ones. He likes them to be about 20 years older than he is. He's 22, and he wants us to call a girl today who is 44. They ended up meeting at a gardening expo because that's where he goes to meet his women. They ended up going to dinner, out to a club, says that they had a great time and can't figure out why she's not calling him back. And Henry, I never asked you this when I talked to you just a second ago, but I'm curious because I have a buddy who actually does this. He loves to date women that are in their 40s, even 50s, because he says that they're easy. Is that why you do this?
No, not at all.
No?
You didn't even, but he didn't even make a move on her, did you? Like, you guys didn't even kiss at the end of the night.
No, we didn't. Just other than dancing, very close.
See, and then my friend says that basically a kiss at the end of the night is like going all the way with these ladies. Like that to them, that's a kiss. So I'm surprised that you didn't get any. You know, because their time's running out. They got to get it in while they can.
Especially the young stuff.
Yeah.
I just really enjoy the conversation.
All right.
Okay.
I know you guys are like laughing and joking about this, but I like older women because they're very attractive to me. And they're just more mature, and they have more to talk about than, I guess, what the latest Kardashian episode's about.
See, I'm the opposite. I like younger women because they're less mature and they haven't been completely ruined yet by another. So I like to be the guy that just ruins their life.
You sound like you're horrible to date.
I am.
Sounds about right.
I actually am, so that's cool. All right, I'm going to dial the phone number right now, see if we can get her on the phone. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Jodi, please?
this is she.
Hi, Jodi. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm calling you today because one of our listeners recently sent us an email about you.
They did.
Yep, they did. His name is Henry, and you guys recently went on a date.
Okay. Yes, I remember Henry.
Okay, well, Henry really enjoyed your time together, and he emailed us because apparently you're not calling him back, and he would love to see you again. So he asked us if we could get you on the phone and find out why.
Okay. I think I was going to. I don't really understand this. So,
It's a segment that we do on our show called the Second Date Update. Basically, if a listener goes out with someone and then gets blown off, they email us to see if we can get that person on the phone and ask why. So Henry thinks that you've blown him off and don't want to see him again, but he's curious to find out if you did something wrong on the date or if you just don't like him.
oh,
Do you mind talking to us for a couple minutes and just telling us a little bit about your date with Henry?
sure. I guess I can.
Okay. So first of all, I guess tell us a little bit about Henry. Did you like him?
Oh, he was very nice and sweet, and I enjoyed his company.
Okay.
Were you shocked when he first asked you out on a date?
A little, but you know, he was very nice, and we seemed to have some things to talk about. So I went.
Were you shocked because of his age difference? He did tell us that he's quite a bit younger than you.
Yes, he is, and I was a little uncomfortable telling him my age at first because I didn't know if he thought I was younger than I am.
Okay. So when he first started hitting on you, were you like, this kid doesn't know that I'm a lot older than he is?
Kind of, yes.
Okay.
You know, like I said, he was a very nice man. And
But you guys went out and seemed to enjoy yourself, right? I mean, was there something weird that happened in the evening to make you not want to go out with him again?
well, we were having, we were fine, but then he started. It was in the on the ride out there in the car, and it creeped me out a little bit. He was being he was complimenting me a lot.
Like on the way to the restaurant or when you guys were leaving the club?
When we were, no. When we were on the way to the restaurant, he said something about me having very soft hands, like his mom's.
Whoa.
He did not use the phrase like
Did he
his
actually
mom.
say like his mom's?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, that's kind of creepy.
I could see how that would be a little weird.
Yeah.
Is it? So was it right there where you're like, okay, I don't know if I want to hang out with this guy?
Well, I mean, I thought maybe he was nervous and he was just trying to be nice, so I let it go. Then he said that I had a really sweet, very calm sort of voice, and then he also said like his mom's.
Whoa!
Again?
So he gave you a couple compliments and then just said that you remind him of his mom.
Yes.
Did you
All right,
did
that's
you
a little weird.
did you approach that at all? Like, hey, do you have mom issues? I mean, I don't know if you talked about mom issues.
No. I mean, I thought he was nervous. Then we had dinner and we had a nice time, and we were drinking. We were at the club and we were on the dance floor and we were grinding, and he was like, "My mom doesn't do this."
No
What?
way!
All right.
That's weird.
So he kept
No,
talking.
maybe he thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
But, you know, he was laughing, and I laughed, but no.
Do you feel like he has some sort of weird fetishy thing going on?
Oh, God, please.
I hate to just ask you like that,
I
but
did then, yes.
Yeah.
I was very surprised. I mean, I'm pretty open, but I don't know about the mom.
yeah, that's a little much. I could see why. So that's why you're not calling him back and don't want to go out with him again.
I've been called a cougar, but not mom.
That sucks.
It creeped me out enough that I think this was a one-time thing.
All right, that is
Don't blame
understandable. Jody, I should also let you know that Henry is actually on the other line listening to this conversation.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey.
You have anything to say to Jody, Henry?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, say it then, Henry.
Wow, I'm trying to think about the night.
Do you have
Do
like
you
a
remember
crazy?
telling her that everything she does reminds you of your mommy?
I don't think I said mommy.
Is that why you're dating older women, Henry? Because you have some weird mom thing happening?
No, I was just trying to compliment her, and sure, it sounds weird now, but it didn't then.
No, it did sound a little strange. It sounded weird.
I don't know. I just really thought you were cute and liked you, and sorry I brought up my mom too much or at all.
No, thank you. But yeah, you did, and it's uncomfortable. I mean, I'm pretty open to things, but you brought your mom, and on the dance floor, that was a lot.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah, are you grinding with your mom a lot, Henry?
No, my mom, I don't think grinds.
Well, that's good to know.
Well, I don't need to know that.
Yeah. I mean, when I said my mom didn't do this on the dance floor, we were drinking. It was a joke. It was like a fun joke.
Okay, it's a joke if you hadn't already brought up your mom and compared her to her 2 other times prior to that.
No, you just don't get it. It was funny, you know. It's one of those, like, you had to be there. Jokes.
Henry, it wasn't funny the first time, the second time, and definitely not the third time.
Yeah.
feel
Look,
like
Henry, if you're into dating older women like Jody, I don't compare them to your mom.
That should be pretty obvious.
It should be,
Like,
but
how is that not obvious?
I mean, you guys just don't understand. It was a joke.
all right. Well, Jody, would you like to go out with Henry again? He'd love to take you out on a second date. We will pay for it.
No, maybe
No?
he should go out with his mom.
I'll say that is so something his
Yeah.
mom would have said. I'm sorry, Henry. You didn't get a second date.
That's all right. There are plenty more places to meet women I'm interested in.
Yeah, like at your mom's house, your parents' house.
See, that was funny.
Yeah, thanks.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.